like you're just setting trends, your own trend, you break it, you create another one. It's like you don't get tired. And I think I have to ask, has Ghana celebrated you now? Because I know these all Olympics boys that are swimming for us, Samuel Techi and Co.
Yes.
They will be celebrated. The country will honor them. But in all of these videos, Ghana, stand up, Ghana. I don't know what is putting on the map more than that. Like, I mean, somebody is putting Ghana on the map. Look at the platforms that you're talking about. Look at the people that will be hearing you. I mean, certain nations have to invest monies to get their art played on places like BBC, CNN. But you do that, and you feel you have received that honor from the country, not just SAC nation, but from the country enough.
It's quite funny because I was thinking today to myself, when people say, sometimes when they come in a certain time to try to tell me that I should do this because it's Ghanaians that made you who you are. Yes, I won't deny the fact. But funny enough, I'm a person that wouldn't quit regardless. So I do this not because I get like a 1,000% support. I do have a lot of people who still don't appreciate what I do. You listen to the radio, there's a lot of people over the years who have said stuff that if I wasn't a tough person who sees a tunnel vision and wants to go for it, because I don't have no option. My options are not lose.
Wait, stop. Michael or SAC?
Michael.
Oh, nice.
I'm a very stubborn person when it has to do with something that I have to do. There is nothing that will come the way. Yes, I can listen to what you're saying, but I see something and I just want to go and get it. So when Ghanaians say, oh, you have been supported for over 10 years, no. A lot of artists fell off by listening to what people were saying. If I had to listen to what sometimes Ghanaians say, in a certain year, you have a very dark year. And they will say stuff that if you are not strong, it can break you down. I don't. I still keep the passion that I have for music. I have boundaries to break. I trust the pace. I will still go. So the question you're asking is 50-50. It could be, yes, possible that Ghanaians are supporting, but at the same time, I'm somebody who doesn't, whether you are, trumpet, that's exactly, I'm the type of person, I don't wait for that because I know that can also break me. So I don't really take my endorsement from humans,
So you are intrinsically motivated.
Exactly. Personally, I will still go regardless. Whether I'm fans or me. It's like when I used to perform and I go to shows where it's not sold out, to have like few people sitting there. Still, my energy is the same. I will still do the same performance. Whether you scream or you don't. Because I didn't I have a legacy to build. Very, very important. I have family to feed. Into mini option. I can't feed into your energy. So Ghanaians, in a way, I can say they have supported, but I had to earn the support. I had to work too much to be able to earn that.
Really? You felt you had to work too much?
Exactly. When I was coming in, they definitely received the music, but there was a point where I think it's something that's here in Ghana already. They literally build people. It's 3 stages. They love you when they see like your potential.
Okay.
When you come in, they're like, oh, we made you. And now they're looking at you moving out of the way. It's always that there's nobody that doesn't go through that 3 phases. So when you get to the 3rd phase, that shows your strength. So
but that's just to Ghana, right? Because you've tested how outside is like. Do they also have those limitations for the artists, or Africa? Is it really Africa, or is just a Ghana problem?
Not yet. Like stayed anywhere past maybe even 3 or 4 months to be able to tell.
I mean, the stories you hear from your colleague artists in other countries, did they also project like the system wants them to move, like, oh, Mufani wants them?
At least they have few people that they hold on to.
Okay.
So they have few artists that they will term as their legends. Those people untouched, it's like they don't do no wrong, because they preserve them as their legend. So there's no story that will come up that will dent the image of their legends. Here, it's hard for us to have one. So we always say our brothers here in Nigeria, so they definitely have a fella in there. At this point, they still have Two-Face alive. And
it's
the
like
treatment,
exactly.
Here, unless you want to give me one, who Ghanaians are like, this is our, because we are, I think naturally we want to find faults why somebody's still doing something. Oh, he's cheating. We're eating on feet, they don't want to appreciate the fact that you're doing it for that long. So that is the only confusion I have when I have to answer a question like if they support me. They do, but then I have to really work. I'm still on my toes. If I don't, they can find any ways and means to get you
to
off the road.
push you
Yes.
off. But amongst the artists, you being an artist, you know how tedious it is to work for it. And so I'm sure you can relate if another person, another artist also is in your space. Do you think the artists in Ghana, they celebrate themselves enough?
As in their own selves?
Yes, as in each other. Like artists celebrating each other, because it's an artist's birthday and you don't even see the colleague artists celebrating them. You go for award schemes and lifetime achievement. I mean, it's lifetime achievement. Even if you don't know what it is, lifetime. You would want to be there one day. And then everybody, the artists there, they are seated, unconcerned. Do you celebrate yourself enough as artists in Ghana?
Honestly, to answer that, because I've not really studied it.
Okay.
Yeah, so I can't give you accurate answers. But in my case, I think I see artists that support me. So
okay,
I can say maybe they support. Okay. And I do as well on my side. So
okay. Now I think one thing that Sarkodie brand can never do without is jargons. You know what time it is, already palm it. Those things, how important is it for an artist to get a jargon? Because you have a lot. That I can say wasn't planned. It's vibes. So when you're in the studio, these things can just come, and then when it comes, people like it, or you yourself, you like it, how it sounds. Sometimes it helps you. It's hard to explain. It's a creative process, As soon as you say it, it makes the next line sounds good to you personally. So then it stays. So it's not like I try to come up with it. Organically, when you're rapping, something will come up and then it stands out. But then has some of the jargons hunted you? Because I know one that you used to say, say money no be problem, and then all the time, did they ever hunt you?
No, I believe in the law of attraction, so that is something I use on a daily basis. I say things that I want to possess, and my energy has always been towards success. So say money no be problem without even having money, I was still saying it. So I had to manifest that. I had to believe in that. And the more you say that, people are putting you in a box where you can't ask anybody for money. So it makes you work harder.
Right.
So yes.
You have to be self-sufficient.
Exactly.
Okay. Now, I like culture with you because everything you do, there's a story behind it. There's something about it that you can share. Let's talk about the culture of your dressing, the fashion. There has been some evolution in your style. I mean, we saw you in some slim fit shirts, and then there's been a time where you were in tees, and then I watched one video pullover, the cardigan or pullover. What is the fashion trend over the years? I mean, you're looking at the 10 years now. How has it been like? What has been the culture with the fashion? Today to your tripping.
Fashion, my family has had love for fashion, just that we did not have the access to get what we want. That's how everybody starts.
Wait, access as a Sika.
Only Sika. They be a brother, thank you.
Oh, okay.
What I say, it will be chow shirts, will be a chow trousers, and the person or the shirts on weird. And the other trousers on the swat. Oh, shit, then I be who say, you don't have access to buy stuff for yourself. And I think for the longest, most Africans were not exposed to the fashion culture and the rules of fashion culture and getting the right things to buy. So we're just getting stuff that we could get access to. And I'm saying we have that people go online to go and shop and all that. So as much as me pet dressing, and not mean it will be only on the rights because of the stuff. I have the idea, but what I didn't know the best and a problem. So when God blessed us and we're able to at least purchase something decent when we travel, and it's about people that you mingle with. I mingle with guy men, and they will tell you we and Shani say we and then they started from there, and I had incredible stylists that I met through the way. Trendy Real has been one person that has impacted me in a way. So she forced me to wear a lot. Maybe if this is what I like, that's the only thing. I love black, so I don't want to move away from it. She tried to put me in different colors. But then when I saw
the perspective or
how people feel about it, the response to
the response, okay.
I was like, okay, I'm sure pictures as well. It doesn't look bad.
Oh, drip you.
Exactly. So then my fan is okay. Now let me just go all out with it. And I think it's also very important. As people look up to you, you have to come out clean. Definitely. You can't take that for granted. No.
Anytime you pull up, you've got to be scary. Okay. So then there's the cars, the Panamera, the Lamborghini. The Lamborghini in the video with Vic Mensa,
Yes.
it was situated in there. Now, I did the chicha. It's called anaphora. Intentionally mentioning particular things. Tell me the story about that Panamera. Did you have a Panamera? Was it a car that you were hoping that you get in the future? What was the Panamera story?
Panamera definitely not a car that I would like to drive, but yes, Panamera, I think it looks good when women are in it. To me, when I see females driving it, it's way sexier. If a guy, and I think it has to be hard. Car now, Uchi car, yeah, Bema, they'll say, hey, Panamera is too sweet for a guy. So, but I love the name Panamera. It just sounds good. A lot of artists use it. Their names will honoma sonically, Panamera, Maserati, like one no all kind of. So I think that's how it came in, not because I was looking forward to it. Car that I always said that Debbie I'm a rapper called Dear Rapper. I said S550. That has been my dream car.
Oh, okay.
Benz S550 is like the car that I
you
always
have
want.
One now,
yeah,
right?
that's what I'm saying. That I had to say over and over
to
again.
Attract it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay, and then the Lambo.
Lambo, no. We haven't gotten a Lambo yet. The Lambo, I would rather do a Rose. Rose there.
This one feels like a line you are saying in your car. Like I'd rather do a Rose, and I'm like, wow.
Rose will look good for me.
So hopefully one day I'll pull up in a G-Wagon. That is my dream car. Like
no,
that's amen.
And that would be. Let me just say that would be the second.
Woo.
But I could be best at. And then the second will be straight to the
G-Wagon. Amen. Okay, now let's talk about the hair. You know, you are actually one of, if you're not the only artist in Ghana who has a distinct look since you began. I mean, your look has grown, but it's still distinct. Rumors have it that there was actually an image consultant who drew how the brand sack should look like. Is it true? Like somebody actually drew?
Nah, I don't think we ever sat down to plan that. Let me eat here effort at me. Then I got tired of, because I used to do the low cuts with you of Fempa, and then I tried the growing the hair. I did the one with the back. Then I got exact. Is that what it's called?
What can I say? I say
I don't know. So then I got stuck to this one, and I think my only everything I possess is like strength and also weakness. Is that I'm kind of a bit one way.
Your black color.
Exactly, black color. Maybe I'm a bit nervous, you know. Only thing I think I'm versatile with is sound. I try sounds.
And eating is difficult.
Yes. It's not difficult for some people.
Well, true.
Some people actually find it very difficult to stay the same. Yes, because they get boring quick.
Okay.
Men I can do all black. I can mention all black. I mentioned this when I was doing the Timberlands. People actually thought I had one. If you come here, I mentioned I piled my chicha, but I still have at least close to like 40 pair of the same Timberlands.
Really?
Ray-Ban shades, the same thing. The time I was a Michelle the same thing.
Do you have an arrangement problem like OCD? You want things a certain way? Do you have that? Because then it's reflecting your team, the way you go about things. Do you have OCD? An OCD that we don't know about?
It's not that serious, but
it's not that serious.
Yes, what I do, because I know people who are very serious.
Oh, okay.
Yes, my wife is. She's extremely.
Oh.
The OCD is like crazy. So only about the tour me, I'm not that extra. But one thing I can do is I can keep a messy place for past 3-4 days. We'll start, either I get sick or something will happen. So then, and I like cleaning because it's therapy. That's what I do.
Every second. Cooking.
Yes. That came in later on, but cleaning has been always like part of me. Washing bowls is man. I use that to think. Yes.
Then you frequent the kitchen, don't you?
I do one.
You frequent the kitchen.
Yes.
Then your line, it means we can't take it literally like that because you frequent the kitchen.
The line that people.
Yeah, you frequent the kitchen.
You know, yes. As musicians, sometimes you speak. That's why most artists that were like legendary in Ghana, they had one thing in common. They could relate with the people. They say stuff that you might say on a regular day. There are people who actually say that.
Oh yeah.
Whether it's wrong or not, that's what they say. Skinny kitchen because always car. So when I say that, somebody who says that will relate to it. Somebody who doesn't believe in that, even like myself, I will have a problem with it because I will go to the kitchen regardless. And you know, the figure of speech I'm using, it's not literally.
It's not literal. Exactly. It is metaphorical.
Exactly.
Okay.
You know, so that's a man call kitchen because who was car. You know.
Matthias, I heard you're an artist. Now with me drop.
Yes.
I want to test it. I've never seen anything from you.
It would be hard if you're testing it now.
Oh, actually, I don't need anything literal. I need something metaphorical, something that when you see. I mean, it's a Sarkodie thing that he's done, but it represents a lot more. There are certain words that are connected to the brand Sarkodie that I would love for you to. I mean, you've sung about your success. How about painting your success too?
That's dope.
Okay. So please, the board. I would love to have it now. He says it's dope.
What do you want to do? Painting?
No, you. I'll just mention certain words and how you portray it, Tina.
Okay.
Please. Thank you. Okay.
I've not done this in
a long time. Oh, even better.
Like 16 years.
Even better. So I have some words for you that I would love to see. Okay, so here are the words I have for you. C9.
C9?
Yeah, Tema C9.
So what you want me to do is?
Like something that represents the place for you.
Okay.
Okay. Ooh, no, don't show it. Oh wow, my heart just broke. Then there's Adom FM because I know it's integral part of the Sarkodie brand.
Not yet. So I went to the next one.
Yeah.
Next one is what?
Angelo. Angel.
Angel.
Yeah. Angel. I want to see you draw angel.
You draw angel.
No, as like, I mean the representation of angel to you, what it means to you, angel. Okay. Okay, so while Sark draws, I'll have to let you know that this event or this program is brought to you by Crate Lounge. Crate Lounge, you can have your parties there, you can have all of your events, and you can call Mr. Steven Forsen on 024-215-0296. Call them. Go and have some good time, your wedding, your receptions. If you need a nice place to hang out with your friends, even at night, every day of the night, the place is open. Go and have some good time at Crate Lounge. Okay. Please, how is it going? Are you remembering your drawing skills now? Are they coming out?
It's not coming.
It's not coming. Practice makes perfect. Okay. So I think we will display it at the end of the. But since you're done, yeah, I can put it here. Oh wow! My heart breaks at the first one. Yeah.
But that's what C9 is about.
Really?
And the whole community was built on that. They had to clear all that. So we actually living on people.
What?
Yes. The whole community was cemetery. So they had to clear the cemetery and leave a part of it and then build houses on it. You know, so there's some scary stories way back. I didn't come to meet it, but they were saying it.
Okay. Okay, then I think we should have this particular conversation. It's important to me. Do you think that if Ghanaians should give you the leeway, I mean, with the kind of songs you do now, you do rap, but the liberty at which you do certain kind of songs that you think, as you say, people don't even know what they want. Do you feel like Ghanaians underrate the brand Sarkodie?
Some of them, not all.
Oh wow! Yeah. Even at like your status in the rap game,
honestly,
you feel underrated.
Honestly, whether people believe or not, I really don't look at that. I don't look at feedback to work because my whole career is like just being on stage, right? So when I see people, when I'm on stage, I don't look at you and get your vibe. I just imagine that everybody there is loving what I'm doing. So that's how I work. So I don't really. I think what I would do after some time when I feel like, okay, the high of doing music is not there, is when I will actually reflect. Because sometimes it's scary if you want to reflect, because what you might notice can stop what you're doing. So I don't know. I can only imagine that some would appreciate.
Willing suspension of disbelief.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I said okay. Okay. Now you just signed a deal. Was that a deal you were talking about, the Sunny deal? Was that a deal you were talking about in your song, that the deal that you signed is like, oh, there's another big deal coming? Yeah.
No.
That's not the deal.
No.
That's not the deal.
No. This deal is basically just publishing. You know how publishing works. So just for the longest, we've had people that we have as our publishers, but those people are just the default ones. They don't really do much. They're just there for you they're like basic platforms. So Sony, we've been in conversation for a while. Finally, they showed interest to work, to be able to get back the old catalog and just monetize your stuff as you're working. I think as an artist, there are a few things that need to be done to be able to like secure yourself for the future. Distribution, publishing. Okay. So distribution, has been covered for most of my projects, but publishing is very necessary to be able to get your money back. So that's what the deal I have with them. Very basic. It's just admin stuff. So
Are we expecting a break?
There are times where I have a block. I can't really be creative. That can be called a break.
The Sunny deal, okay. Were you indecisive at first? Because you move with your instinct.
Yes.
Were you indecisive?
Very.
Why?
No matter who it is, maybe not sleepless night because they said this person wants to do a song with you at this point.
Please, which course?
I'm from law.
Law. Woo. Lawyer Michael. We didn't make a lawyer Sarkodie. Lawyer Michael.
One play. Add class to your music.